Front Desk, Chapter 45. As the autumn leaves turned and Hank waited to hear back from the malls, we got a surprise visitor, a kid. You'd think that since we were so close to Disneyland, we got a lot of kids. But we didn't. People with children preferred to stay at the actual Disneyland Hotel or the nicer hotels over in Anaheim Hills. We did get the occasional teenager traveling with his parent, grumbling about not getting his own room. We also got the occasional toddler, pitter-pattering around the parking lot, happily sucking on her thumb. But sadly, not many kids my age. So it was pretty cool when I looked up one day and saw a girl standing in front of the front desk with her mom. She had a mane of bright red hair and freckles across her nose. "Hi, I'm Mia," I said eagerly. Unfortunately, the girl did not return my enthusiasm. She chewed her gum loudly and looked at me like I was a bonus question on a math test. I handed her mom a registration form. "So, are you guys on vacation?" I asked while her mom filled out the form. No response. "We're only 2 miles from Disneyland," I said. "Just keep going on coast and you'll hit the freeway." "We know where Disneyland is," the girl snapped. She turned to her mom. "Are you done yet?" she asked. She stuck her hands into the pockets of her skinny jeans. She was wearing Calvin Klein jeans, the kind I would kill for. Her mother tossed me back the form. As the two of them took their key and turned toward the door, I called after them, "If you need anything—" "We won't," the girl shouted, slamming the door behind her. Talk about rude. I called Lupe up on the phone later to explain. "You won't believe this girl," I said. "So rude." "Did she fall off the mean tree and hit every branch on the way down?" Lupe asked. I giggled. "You and your trees," I pictured. Lupe sitting in her room, her walls lined with drawings of trees. "You know, I've still never been to your house," I pointed out to her. Not much to look at," she said. "That wasn't the point. Are you going to have me over?" "Yeah." "When?" "Soon." I woke up the next morning to the most unexpected surprise. My mother ran into my room holding a pair of jeans. "Guess what? The girl and her mom left, and they left these behind," my mom squealed. She tossed me the jeans. "They might just fit you. What do you say? You want to try these on after we wash them?" I jumped out of bed, and the two of us raced to the laundry room. My mother threw the jeans in for a spin. I sat with my nose pressed up against a washer. This was it. No more ugly floral pants. No more standing out like a sore thumb. I was getting my first pair of American jeans. They were warm when they came out of the dryer. I held the jeans up to my face, closed my eyes, and smelled. They smelled like hope. The new jeans fit me like a glove, 100% normal, hugging my legs. I put on a nice shirt and practically skipped to school. Jason arched a brow when I walked past. So did the popular girls in my class. I tried to play it cool, of course. I tried to walk normally, one foot in front of the other, but inside me, fireworks were going off. Chapter 46. I wore my new jeans to school every single day, and every evening I put them in the washer and waited around in my pajamas until they dried. I didn't dare let them out of my sight. I was waiting around for my jeans to dry one night when Hank ran into the laundry room. It was the day before Thanksgiving, and he had the biggest smile on his face I'd ever seen. "You're looking at the new security guard down at the mall," he said proudly. "Oh my God," I shrieked. "It worked! The letter worked!" he said. Confetti cannons went off inside me. "You know what else worked? Your letter," he added. I immediately tensed up. Was he mad? Hank chuckled and patted me on the back. "It was bold, I'll tell you that much," he said, "but hey, they bought it." "Phew! How did you find out?" "It was the first thing they asked me about. Tell us about working as a security guard at the Cala Vista," he said. "And what'd you say?" I asked him. "I said I'd never worked with nicer people," he said, "and I meant it." I smiled. "Can't believe you did that," Hank said, shaking his head. "What possessed you?" I took his hand and led him over to the front office, where I grabbed Lupe's card, the one that said, "You can't win if you don't play." I handed it to him. Hank looked down at the card and pulled me in for a bear hug. That Thanksgiving, we invited all the Weekleys into the manager's quarters to celebrate. It was our first real Thanksgiving, and even though my mom didn't know how to make turkey, she knew how to make turkey sandwiches and buy a pre-made apple pie from Ralph's. Hank brought cherry tomatoes from his tomato plant, too. As the sweet and tangy smells of apple pie and cherry tomatoes and buttery toast filled the manager's quarters, we all went around the table and said what we were thankful for. "I'm thankful your mom's okay," my dad said, his eyes smiling at my mom. "Hear, hear," everyone agreed. "I'm thankful for my new job," Hank said. He raised his cream soda to me and said, "Thank you, Mia." I smiled. "What about you, Mia?" Mrs. Q asked. "What are you thankful for?" I looked at everyone, at all the love in the room. "I'm thankful for you guys," I said.